It bothers me, but I think he has good sense, so I'm just going to let him have the experience.
You really gonna let him have the experience?
I am. We won't have any more boundaries, but there are consequences to your actions. Because even though we don't have boundaries, I'm going to feel a certain way if you're out here kissing another woman.
I think you will be surprised at what happens when you let free people have their freedom.
I think Mike is a trustworthy guy. I think they'll be good. What you think?
Mike is a trustworthy dude. He'll be honest.
The best parts of these dates is that you're learning from them. An important decision is coming soon. It's critical that you search for the answers you need to make it. Will Shantae be getting a second date?
I'm gonna be straight up. This ain't much no date on connection. This on a date because I feel like this person really was failing me and I didn't get to give her me. I'm kind of glad I'm going on another date.
Would you like to go on a third date with Kwame?
Yes, ma'am.
I told her she can go on 50 dates. I thought she was gonna go with 50 different dudes.
What if there was a new boundary? Let Hollywood do Hollywood, let Ashley do Ashley.
Right.
You can speak about it, but with the boundary that you're not responsible for each other's dates or for each other on these dates.
Yeah, that's cool with me. I'm about that.
Okay, good.
I would like a second date just to learn more about him and talk more, just to see.
Okay.
To think that she could potentially catch feelings or anything like that for somebody. Well, this is new territory for me.
Is there gonna be a third date?
I like Christina, you know, the camera connection was cool, but I don't think I will.
Okay.
I will see Rick again, yes.
Okay.
I would like to get a little deeper and get to know him a little stronger.
She just seems like she likes him a little too much.
Mike, do you want a fifth date with Whitney?
I think there's still some things that Whitney and I need to discuss. I'll go on a fifth date with Whitney. I'm trying to see if we do have that connection. And if we do, then I have a decision to make.
I feel like they're dating.
Yeah, I think my feelings would get involved.
It's scary. I know by the fifth date, you're getting closer, so it's scary.
Vince, you can take some time to reflect on your relationship with Tamika. Stay focused, and you'll arrive at the answer you're looking for. Is it time to move on from your partner, or?
I am about to go on my third date with Rick, so it is time to let my hair flow and have a good time. I'm happy to see where it goes.
What we
Cheers
choosing
to a beautiful third date. You know how we went, played basketball. Oh my God, he didn't like that. He picked me up.
He didn't like that? I ain't expect him to like that at all.
I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
I ain't either. I thought you was gonna say you wanted a kiss too, so when you didn't have that, I was like, okay.
He lifted the boundaries. That is one thing.
Yeah.
So I'm free.
The third date with Shay got a lot more interesting. Both of us started feeling stronger feelings for each other, so we had to get to the nitty-gritty with some questions and get an understanding on where we were going.
Our boundaries were no hand-holding, no two-hand hug, no kissing. And now we've lifted the boundaries.
So I can get my two-hand hug, I can get my kiss on the cheek, I can get all that, because ain't no boundaries no more. So we still got boundaries. See?
I'm gonna play it cool. I'm gonna see what he does.
So you're reacting off of how he acts.
We're very tit for tat.
Absolutely.
And I'm scared of how far that can go.
This is how you really feel, then what are we doing?
I want to cross the boundary,
Oh, okay.
but I'm not gonna do it. I felt us getting close to crossing a boundary that Mike and I might not be able to come back from. I like him a lot.
I told him I wasn't gonna do that, but then you gonna let him do that.
You were real slick.
You miss 100% of the shots you do not shoot.
I'm a little nervous about going into the date with Hollywood today. You know, the more you go into it, the more you started feeling things. So I just want to see where his head is. I do like him.
She actually likes to listen to me when I talk. So I'm about to see what's in with this process and open up a little more. I want to see you from behind anyway.
He brings out my inner child. I really am having fun with you.
I knew you was gonna be a ball of fun from the first time.
So if you and your girl don't work out, what does that mean for us?
Me and you? If I'm not with my girl, I'm gonna be straight up with you. I don't want no relationship no time soon.
Oh.
I just want to go out with someone, have some sex. I'm just being honest.
When Hollywood mentioned to me that if he's not with Ashley, he just wants to sleep with girls, that was a red flag for me. But I get it, because, you know, love hurts. I don't like him any less of a, but I just won't be dating him.
If I'm not with her, I don't want to be in a relationship no more, no time soon. So I'm gonna go out and be me, you dig?
How is Kwame? Because y'all about to go on what day?
Huh?
I definitely connect with Tamika and Shay because I can relate to them. The more times that I do go on a date with him, it pulls me in a little more. I know that I have a decision to make.
It's scary, y'all. Like he is a good dude.
Go
and
on.
He's attractive. That's how I felt about Hollywood. That's how I felt about him.
Do you feel like y'all going on these dates and kind of liking the people y'all are? Do you think that helps bring that sexual energy back to each other?
I definitely do.
They're using this. We need to get where we can use it, okay?
He is like, wants to do it before the date, leading up to the date, after the date. Like, we're just in bed. Like,
Oh my God.
just-
But that's what you wanted, so you get what you want.
What about you?
Girl, no, it ain't happening because he's mad.
I'm learning through this experience. Girls or women want my man. So,
When me and Vince first started dating, we were like that. It wasn't every day, but we definitely, you know. And he always goes back, well, remember in the beginning? I was like, well, do you remember what happened after that?
Right.
I caught you lying, so.
you said that the last time something happened was 2 years ago. So is that like the all the way truth? Because you're still give us on.
This experience is definitely helping the relationship between Vince and I. There are still some things that I do have issues with within our relationship for the past 2.5 years, and I need to talk more to Dr. Nicole about that.
Let's go. I got soul, I got flair, I got haters, I don't care.
Obviously, she's not getting everything that she needs. She might be looking for something a little bit more positive. I'm not really sure, but I can definitely feel the energy she's giving me and the energy I'm giving her, and I'm pretty sure the second date will further along those type of energies.
How are you?
I'm good. You look good, you smell good.
Thank you. I'm just not sure if me and Vince will get past our old issues because we have an issue with communication. So I'm just gonna have to fully embrace this process, and I'm going on a second date with Devin. I love this shirt.
Thank you.
It's so dope.
Thank you. You know, I just try to do a little something, you know what I mean?
Just a little
Just a little bit.
I'm attracted to Devin's energy. Vince compliments me a lot, but I haven't felt that butterfly feeling when he does it. And when somebody new did it, I was like, whoa. I love anything that has to do with like being creative or artsy. I like belly dancing.
You're just a creative person, huh?
Yeah, I am. But I'm just really sensitive, so I never share.
Listen, don't even worry about that. Your art is your expression. So don't ever stop. Don't ever stop. I know what it's like to be in a place where you're like, man, I really want to do this, but I'm here. I could be the person to help you push forward.
Of course you can.
And you keep looking at me like that.
Stop, you're making me blush. Devin and I, we're on a blank slate. I have no reason not to trust him. And I don't know, it's refreshing.
When the light hit them eyes, it's over. It is over.
Girl, I'm your biggest fan.
Going into the day with Whitney, I was a little nervous about what I was going to have to talk about. I knew we were going to have this conversation about what we're going to do.
Good to see you. Good to see you again. It's been a minute.
I know, right?
Her response was that she took away all the boundaries.
Oh, really? Is it a trick, though? Is she trying to, like, set you up for the okey doke?
Well, you know how y'all do. It's like
exactly.
a test. I was surprised she said that, because she's the one who created the boundaries to begin with.
Personally, I don't believe that Shay gave him the permission to lift the boundary.
Would you have given me free reign?
Yeah, I probably would, because you're going to do what you want to do regardless, either way. So I might as well just give you the reign to do it. You give me the free reins to do it. And if we just happen to come back to each other, then maybe it was meant to be. And if we don't, then...
Now that I have the freedom, I'm like, what am I going to do?
What are you going to do? I think that's the question.
I was very conflicted about the thought of getting to know Whitney more versus how Shay's going to feel about that. Every time I see Whitney, I'm like naturally attracted to her, and I want to spend more time with her. And then I feel like in the back of my head, I have Shay ready to hit me upside the head with a fan.
I came to like a revelation. I truly, truly would like to go forward and see what's up. I'm not ready to let whatever we have going forward risk that relationship. We probably should keep it as friends.
No, I totally agree. I knew what I was getting myself into, but, you know, it's still disappointing because ultimately I came to find love. I don't know about him.
A relationship with Whitney is like the forbidden fruit. But even though Shay has come back and said, all right, you can try the fruit, it just showed me how much love I have for Shay and the bond that we have together. And I'm not willing to break the trust that Shay and I have to try it.
I really do wish y'all the best. I'm happy we were able to talk about it and get it out, and everybody can be happy. Fear of accepting him and his son is the fact that everything is going to change. I was still just thinking, like, would I leave him?
If you want, you think you could love his son? What stops you from loving him now? Because he's been in your life for about 6 years.
Right, and I don't think I've really tried.
You say you want attachment, but you create these walls.
I never really thought that I put up a wall and that sometimes I do have double standards when it comes to Mike and I. I do want to work on that, however.
What I've been wanting to make sure is that you're not playing around with what you feel, what you really want, because he's a person. Do you think that he knows that you don't want to attach to him? you would be so significant in helping him grow.
Yeah.
And he would be so significant in helping you grow. You think you could be okay with being a bonus mom?
I have to give us a clean slate. So I'm all in at this point.
Hello.
I changed my mind about Zion living with us, even though it was hard, because that's what's important to Mike.
What are your expectations of him?
Oh, he's definitely gonna have to bring his full self. He's gonna have to open up more and just give me all of him. It's important that Mike chooses me because I choose him and everything that comes with him. And if that's where I am, I just want someone to meet me.
Hollywood is not happy about another date, but you know what? I am here for the experience. I like going on dates with Kwame. And I really, truly need to find out if I'm with the right person. Sasha, what?
That dress. You know what? You know. I thought about you.
Really? What were you thinking?
I was honestly thinking I couldn't wait to see you again. Date number 3 means that we definitely have feelings for each other. No more, the surface level stuff. Let's start talking about the real stuff, the deep stuff. She wore the hell out of that dress too. Do you want kids?
Yeah. I'm not in a rush. I like things in order. I like to be married. My whole thing is if we are dating, stop looking at me like that. Stop it. You got this look on your face. What are your pet peeves?
Like what a woman does when she's mad at you says a lot.
So what do you do when you get crazy?
We're both at the point we know what's right, we know what's wrong. It's not that hard.
I don't like men that smoke. Do you smoke?
No. Work out. I love to
Let me see.
Let you see what?
Let me see. You say you like to work out.
You play too much.
I play all day.
I really like you. Serious, all jokes aside, this is serious stuff now.
Okay, we're getting serious.
I can really look you in your eyes.
You feel like you're looking into my soul.
I'm glad.
I'm not.
Why?
I actually like our date. And I feel like I actually like you.
Well, I'm glad you are.
I know what I'm saying. That's difficult.
I know your current situation, but I would love to keep dating.
Kwame represents a possibility that there are men out here that could definitely give you what you need and give you what you want and treat you right and give you googly eyes.
I would like to go on another date with you. Can I have another date with you, please?
I don't know, Kwame. Maybe.
This was definitely the turning point where it's like, okay, this can definitely work. There's not a doubt in either of our minds that this can't work.
I don't want to end this date, Kwame.
By the looks on your faces, this must have been an interesting week.
My third date with Rick was really nice. We really got to talk a little bit more about what this experience was like for me. He is pretty nervous. He's a little bit quiet too, and I steer most of the conversation.
Okay.
I don't know if that's because I'm so beautiful or he's nervous or what.
Say you always come to surprise.
We are physically attracted to each other, for sure.
What are you learning about yourself in this process? How do you feel about Shay continuing her connection with Rick?
I've been confused about their dating cycle just because, I don't think it's about Rick. I do want her time. Like, I'm starting to get very possessive for her time. I think there was a little bit of insecurity because I knew she liked him physically.
I can imagine that's a big deal for you.
Yeah, because normally I wouldn't admit that.
Before, I probably would just think about it in my head and not verbalize it. But now I'm like, get more comfortable saying how you feel.
She gave me the green light to have no boundaries. In my mind, I'm like, okay, with no boundaries, I can really get to see who she is for real. But once I thought that, I'm like, well, not if it's gonna be an issue. She still popped in my head first. So we ended that date really just being friends. We're just not gonna pursue any type of romantic relationship.
Any type of anything.
Shay, has any of this affected your confidence in your relationship with Mike?
So at first, I was really jealous. What I found is that I can be really selfish.
Ma'am! If the selfish part drives you, it's not driving you in the right direction. You guys are doing some good stuff.
My day was cool. I ain't gonna lie, it was the funnest day that I ever had since I've been doing this process. And when I'm saying fun, is meaning the activity. She let loose.
So what did you get from this second date?
I don't know, because I was on a date and I had fun, but I really didn't care. I wanted to go back and be with my girl. And I don't want these girls to catch no feelings, because I ain't on here to catch feelings.
Just because you go on a date with somebody does not mean that you're throwing away the relationship that you're in. This is what you all agreed to. You had a third date with Kwame. Tell us how it went.
Amazing.
What made it amazing?
His presence. He has a great spirit. It was just really genuine and sweet.
How did you feel you were treated on the date?
Oh, great. He always treats me like a perfect queen.
Hollywood, Ashley seems to be really connecting with her date.
For real though, I'm cool, but it still hurt. She don't know what his flaws is. This boy might be a serial killer. She don't know.
For Hollywood, seeing me go on a date and me being honest and letting him know that, yeah, you know, we do have a connection, we do have chemistry, that brought out an insecurity that I have never seen before. He doesn't get what I'm saying unless he has to feel it. I'm not trying to do it. I don't want to inflict that kind of pain, but now you understand what I was saying at the beginning when you were doing it to me.
Ask yourself, what was this trying to teach me? When he showed up, did you still have an attraction to him?
Yes, definitely.
Does it feel really different being in that scenario with Devin and then being with Vince? And if so, how?
I feel a lot more free. I was telling him that I was painting, and he was basically telling me that I should show my art, because I was telling him that I'm really sensitive about sharing it because I don't want people to judge it, and he basically was telling me that I need to share it.
What are you feeling and thinking as you're hearing her?
I compliment her about everything she does. I motivate her to do everything he just told her. So I'm not tripping off that at all.
Everything that you're saying, your body language is telling on you. And it's okay.
What we've gone through in the time that we've been together, until recently, we've not been on a level to where I could freely talk about this girl I know or this conversation I had with a female or anything, because it's gonna make her feel some type of way.
No, you assume, not all the time, Vincent, you assume that I'm going to feel a certain way.
If it has to do with a woman, then she gonna feel some type of way. She can tell you whatever she wants out of her mouth right now. I've experienced it.
Before we met, I told him I am a naturally curious person. Even in school, I question everything, and maybe that's the wrong way, but I just want to know everything. Of course, the whole lying back-to-back crap came up.
Is that the thing that you feel like he's been not truthful back to back?
It's like, Dr. Nicole, every time I feel like I'm dealing with one thing, I find out something else. Last year, I found some stuff that he lied to me about in his phone.
What did you find?
Just all kinds of stuff about the girl that came out of his apartment. He told me it was his roommate's friend. Turns out it was something that he had going on. For me to still find these things out, and for people to look at me like I'm crazy because I haven't gotten over it, it's because I can't get over it, because every time I try to, I found out more stuff.
Every time we argue, it's not because I went out and cheated. It's not because I went out and did something dumb. It's from the past. It ain't nothing I'm doing. It's just what you can't handle, I guess.
Do you know what she's talking about? Do you know the young
I know
lady
the person that she's talking about, and that's the first time she saw her, the last time she saw her, there was nothing at all, period. Nothing. She just so happened, she snuck to my house that morning.
I didn't sneak to your house. I was coming in from out of town because once again, when I leave town, your phone is on, all of a sudden dead. So I walked down the hallway. The girl is coming out of your apartment with you right behind her. If it's your roommate's friend.
I didn't even come out of my house.
You came out the house, that's how I saw you.
You're lying.
Oh my God. I promise on my grandmother's grave that I'm not lying.
No,
Whatever.